Okay, let me ask you this. What's the next serial killer you're working on? Or you're researching?
Yeah, I guess at this point I'm researching because I am reading. I think the next serial killer is going to be I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ahmadinejad, what's his name? The Iranian president.
Ahmadinejad.
Yeah. That's
Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Mahmoud Ahmadinejad.
Wow, you say that pretty good, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, that's who I've been reading. That's the book I've been reading about him.
Because I wanted to give you this stuff. First, these are two of our Argentinian great serial killers.
Oh,
the
great.
The biggest
right.
and
These
well-known
are great
serial
serial killers for Argentina.
This man is Carlos Robledo Puig.
El Ángel Negro.
El Ángel Negro. He was a kid, as a teenage kid. He did a lot of killings here. He's still in prison today.
Oh, he did them as a kid.
That's an interesting character.
This is in Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to take me a while to read.
It's really good. And this is our most famous serial killer in Argentina, El Petiso Orejudo.
El Petiso.
El Petiso Orejudo. Here you can read it. It's from a
What does that translate? El Petiso.
It's like the midget. He was a very small kid with this face, with these ears.
And they picked on him.
I mean, this is a Slayer's front cover. This is the cover art.
El Petiso.
El Orejudo.
Orejudo.
The big-eared midget is the translation. And it's this guy.
The Dumbo midget.
Man, yeah.
Wow. And this is in Spanish also?
Yes.
It's going to take me a while to read.
No, but you can search it in Wikipedia in English. But these are some interesting characters. I think you might find inspiration.
Yeah, you know what? This one looks really interesting. Asesinos
Serial killer.
Yeah.
So where does that come from? That interest of yours in these dark characters?
My younger brother John, he was reading a book about Albert Fish, which was he killed little kids. He ate them too, and he loved pain. And even his own kids, he would make his own kids spank him with a paddle that had nails and needles on it. Would make him.
He made
his kids do that.
him.
Yeah, he would stick needles in himself.
Okay.
Yeah, in there between your legs.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so when you see an X-ray of him, he has all these needles in his pelvic area. So whenever he walked, he was always in pain. Yeah, and and he told me about this book that he was reading. I'm just kind of like, cause you gotta read it. So I read it and I was like, wow. And then I came across an Ed Gein book. And that was more like after reading that book, I came across that book and and I flipping through it and it had some really gruesome pictures in it. I'm like, so I bought it. I bought it and read it and I was like, damn. And then I recently found that book, the same book, and there were certain pictures that were omitted from the book that I bought.
Oh.
Yeah, so the book that I bought had some really gruesome photos in it. And then they repressed it, but they left out certain pictures because of the pretty gruesome pictures.
Okay.
But at which I was, kind of surprised me. I was like, oh. So the book that I have is pretty gruesome, the photos that were in it. But that was the start of it. My brother, he read the book, I read that same book, and then just started buying other books, other stories about other people that did that kind of shit. So.
Okay.
And then, like anything else, you have to wonder how a human being can do that to another human being, be that way to someone, just to violate a body and just to do crazy shit. So that to me I found interesting. It's more about the psychology of it, why and how, and then you start just thinking. It's like, man, it's like people are fucking pretty sick.
Do you think anybody under certain conditions can turn into a serial killer or into a psychopath?
Yes, we are all capable of doing that.
Oh man, don't look at me that way.
Okay. No, I'm being serious. Even the most timid person, the right ingredients, the right things that go on. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that.
Did you get to talk to any of them?
No.
Maybe in prison or like as a journalist?
No. Someone asked me, if I wanted to do that. I don't. The books are fine with me. I don't really need to meet these people. I remember somebody asking me, "How do you feel that I killed Jeffrey Dahmer? What do you think?" I'm like, I don't feel sad for him. He was pretty brutal. He did some pretty mean things, just like anybody else. I'm not gonna. And it's obvious that they were the ones that did these things, and I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna sit there and feel sorry for those people, because that's pretty fucked up shit to do to somebody. And I guess this is what goes around comes around kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You reap what you sow. And if you're gonna kill people, expect someone to want to kill you. Because you got it coming. That's about it.
Yeah.
Karma, to me, that's the law of the universe. That's a law that takes care of itself when it decides to take care of itself.
Yeah.
It can be tomorrow, it can be a week, it can be a month, it can be 10 years. But karma will take care of itself, and it will reap when it wants to.
Yeah, of course. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let me ask you this about Slayer had some big major health issues in the last year. With your surgery and then Jeff's.
Yeah.
How he's going? How you are going?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
No more headbanging.
No, I can't headbang anymore. Which is I have a titanium plate in my neck. With 6 screws.
Well, that's kind of heavy metal.
Yeah, but I have 6 screws in my head, so I got my neck fused together.
Yeah, and how do you manage that? Because the music obviously drives to.
Yeah. So now I just kind of groove. Just kind of like groove with the music, and I guess I'm making people aware that you can groove to metal.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay to groove to metal. But I just can't headbang anymore, and it was hard. The very first show we did in Jimmy Kimmel's show was the first show I did after my surgery, and we did the first 2 songs on air, and then we did 3 more songs for internet release. They recorded all 5 songs we did.
Yeah.
2 of them were aired, and then 3 were played on the internet. And then we did War Ensemble was one of those songs for the internet. And when we went into that song, I started headbanging. I did 1, 2, and then I stopped. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be doing that, And I managed to control myself. And then ever since then, I have to control myself. Now it's been over a year now. Since that, so I don't have to think about it or control myself to not headbang.
Okay.
So but now with Jeff's situation, it was pretty serious.
Yeah, no.
Very serious. He's still in recovery mode. They've had to redo some grafts on his arm. I don't think it was pretty serious. So now he's healing up. He's picking his guitar up and jamming. He's going to have to rehabilitate his arm some because it's pulling up.
Oh, okay.
So he's got to make it so it can go straight again.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of work ahead of him. But he's keeping on top of his guitar playing. He's actually writing songs,
Cool.
which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll have some stuff together that we can start working on.
Okay.
That'd be kind of cool.
Okay, so no new record until he
until he heals up and he's better at we'll see how he feels.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but he's doing good.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you
Very much.